This is The Scoop for Monday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. St. Petersburg police officer shot a man near the Shadyside Food Mart located at 4500 15th Avenue South on Saturday afternoon after reports of shots fired. 28-year-old Jermaine Small ran south on foot, and Officer Andre Sousa pursued Small on foot, the police say. Detectives say Small turned around and fired at Officer Sousa, but did not strike him. Small fired again, and Officer Sousa returned fire, striking Small in the face. Small was taken into custody and was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Officer Sousa was uninjured. Small was armed with a 9mm Glock handgun with a 50-round drum magazine. He was recently released from the Florida Department of Corrections on March 2nd, 2024, where he had served 9 years for armed robbery. The investigation into Saturday's shooting continues. Florida's Department of Children and Families is conducting a year-long process of taking ineligible people off Medicaid. The state left the sickest children for last. WLRN's Veronica Zaragovia reports.
Children with the greatest needs were kept on through the tail end of the removal process, but some parents say they didn't even know their child was removed from coverage after not receiving notice from the Department of Children and Families. Miriam Harmatz is a director at the Florida Health Justice Project. The nonprofit, she says, has been inundated with panicked pleas from parents.
We experienced a great uptick in the course of the last week or so. Requests for assistance to a lot of kids with complex medical conditions. Their services like 24/7 nursing care are being ended.
Harmatz urges parents to appeal before the 31st if they believe their child is still eligible. For more information, visit the appeal hearing section of the Florida DCF website. I'm Veronica Zaragovia in Miami.
There is more that doctors can do to help prevent gun violence and offer counseling on firearm safety, according to a review by University of South Florida researchers that involved a medical student who survived the 2018 mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland. The Tampa Bay Times reports the review, published in February in the journal Advances in Pediatrics, noted that many doctors believe they should talk to patients about firearms, but often don't because of time constraints, a lack of training, and discomfort with the topic. The review noted that the American Medical Association calls gun violence a public health crisis, and firearms-related injuries were the leading cause of death for U.S. children in 2020, surpassing motor vehicle crashes. Sarasota's airport is expanding. WMNF's Spencer Tesh has more.
The Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport plans new additions over the next year. The Bradenton Herald reports that these projects vary from new escalators, a new baggage handling system, as well as a passenger terminal that will add 5 new gates. The president and CEO of SRQ, Rick Piccolo, believes that after all the expansion projects are completed, the airport will be able to handle more than 7.5 million passengers a year. For WMNF News, I'm Spencer Tesh.
Members of the State Board of Education are considering ways to put more pressure on local teachers' unions amid delays and planned salary increases for teachers in some districts. Margie Menzel has details.
The money is part of a multi-year effort to raise minimum teacher pay statewide to $47,500. School districts in Orange, Putnam, and Santa Rosa counties have not yet distributed the money, although Putnam and Santa Rosa will begin next month. Union leaders say the process of raising teachers' pay is complicated and that experienced teachers should be paid more than new teachers. Lawmakers this month approved a proposed budget for the next fiscal year that would provide an additional $200 million for teacher salary increases. The legislature has not formally sent the budget to Governor Ron DeSantis, who has veto power. I'm Marty Menzel.
It will be cloudy with a bit of sun today in the Tampa Bay area. Highs today in the mid-80s, overnight lows in the upper 60s. It will be slightly warmer tomorrow night. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.